Hello everyone, this is Vicky StitchNButton. Today's Wednesday, February 8th, and this is Flosstube number 126. I have a pile of whips that I have worked on. Bunch of new starts. Some. Since my last one. So, let's get into it. I've got my giveaway winners that I pulled. There's 5 different ones of those, and then just some stuff that I'm doing, what I'm planning. It's been 2 weeks. I did stitching, I did some Cricut crafting, I've created some stickers that I now put in my shop, and then what else did I do? I made some shirts. Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, yo. And I made for me and my bestie these shirts. It says fueled by haters. There's another shirt I want to make too, but this is the one for Sunday. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Sunday. Yes. It's I'm sure everybody's heard that listens about football, but Jason Kelsey is on the Eagles, and his brother Travis is on Kansas City Chiefs, so they're calling it the Kelsey Bowl. Plus, Andy Reid used to be our coach, so he's actually in the Super Bowl too. So I'm excited for him, but Eagles have to win. Bottom line, you know, there's all about nostalgia, but we need the W, so there's that. All right, I stitched. Let's start with the new starts. I'm pretty sure I put them in order of new starts first. Okay, and I got the picture. I had to find a picture for beaker for you guys. So, this one, Lilith of Labrador. I started this. It was a gift to me from Belinda, and I started it with Sammy J and Vicky Reading and Stitching on Sunday night. This is what she looks like. And I am stitching her on 28 count Rick and Morty even weave from Fortnite Fabrics, and I got in 401 stitches total for the start. Here's the card. It was one of their monthlies. Oh, my nails are also Eagles green. They're the Color Street nails. So, anyway, Rick and Morty, it was part of their Fabric of the Month, I think, last year or the year before. I forget. Anyway, and here goes my start. There she is. I started in the bottom center this time because the way she's situated, it was hard to find the dead center, and it was on a page break from when I made my working copy of it, and it was a big pain in the rear end. So I just decided to start at the bottom, and that's where I'm at. This needle minder is available in my shop. I know I have a few of those left. All right, put this in here. Next up is Bells of Ireland. I started this one Saturday night with Laurel Ann on Flosstube, and she had sent me this along with the bead pack. And it's Bells of Ireland being stitched on a linen called Little Boy Blue. I'm not sure exactly who made the linen. It might be a Witchell. It's 28 count. And get this because it's very gauzy. And that is where she's at right now. I started dead center and worked on her dress. It was a lot of block stitching, so, and then I got sick of doing the one color, and I just started doing the other colors around the edges of her dress to bring it up. That needle minder is available in my shop also. There's another one I'll be starting with Laurel, I think. I just harassed her before I started doing my video about getting it kitted up. And that is, it's in here, as a matter of fact. I want to start this later on this month. Queen Anne's lace. This one is in case you're wondering, I think you can buy the chart, but if you have the April 2016 Just Cross Stitch magazine, you can get her in there too, and then kit her up. She's going to go on this purple, which is this very stiff fabric. I want to call it, I bet you it's a permanent linen. It's in lilac 28 count. But I think she's really going to pop on that. And I'd like to get her started because I'm doing pretty lady starts this month. Alright. That in there. Out of the way. So, next up is a heartstring sampler that I started the end of last month. Matter of fact, it was the last day of the month. And it's Scary Sampler. This is the one that has tons of references to TV shows, movies, and books. She's going on 40 count linen from Vicky Clayton. And I'm using almost none of the overdyes that called for. Maybe one or two. I ended up just stash diving. This is totally stash dived except for the chart, of course, I bought. So this is how far I got. I've got a Demigorgon and starting a second one because I want to get down to the alien head pod. There's a few more of these needle minders left in my shop, but this fabric was actually not my first choice. I had another fabric that was a purple, and I went to start it and I realized it wasn't 40 count as I thought it was because this is a pretty large chart. My start, I got 455 stitches. The stitch count on this is 247 by 215. So I wouldn't need like a fat half if I was doing it on the 32 count. But I went stash diving and found this Vicky Clayton, which I think also works for it. So it's a win-win. And this chart's like, I don't know how many pages, like 16 or so. It's thick. Another start I had towards the end of the month was Seeds of Freedom from Silver Creek Samplers. I have been wanting to start this one. I started in the top left corner and I put it on a 40 count. As a matter of fact, I did 2 starts in 2 days on 40 count. Silver Creek Samplers, it's on a mystery linen. I don't know who made it. It's kind of stiff. Again, it may be a permanent linen. And I am using only a few of the called for. The rest I just stash dived again with this one. And this one is still on the key snap. I don't know if I'm going to get back to it or not. I might. And that needle minder was a gift from Shannon in Canada. She sent that to me. So on this one, I ended up getting 320 stitches. That's 320 tiny stitches. It's the grassy, not the grassy knoll, but it's a grassy knoll, and these are the wheels for that cannon in the corner. So it's a start. Next up, I know I showed this to you. I had started this on the 27th, and I think I told you I was going to start it, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this is Beaker from Fiddlesticks AU on Etsy. That's what he's supposed to look like at the end. And I had Stitch in May, Megan. She dyed the fabrics for me for Kermit and Miss Piggy, and then dyed for Beaker also. And that's how far I got. That is 400 stitches for that night. And that Quokka is a new needle minder in my shop available. So Beaker's coming right along. I still have one here because I thought I was going to stitch on them some more. I'm not so sure now because I have other plans I want to do. So he probably will come off the hoop. So, like, come off the cross, we need the wood. Come off the hoop, I need it. And he's in this crappy bag just because he's so small. I don't think he's going to take that long. And I think that's why I wanted to leave him on the hoop, just in case I wanted to grab it and go. But we'll take him off for now because I could always set him up again. Put him in here. I've gotten my area cleaned up a bit. I still have some more cleaning as usual, as per usual, because I'm always doing something. I've always got some kind of project going on. But I did get some of my table back, so that was good. I think the last time I had a whole bunch of beading things around. Alright, next up is, I think I showed you when I first started it. This is when I started with Megan and Sarah and Sammy. Megan, Stitchin' May, Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, Sarah King, and Sammy J. We all started this on the 25th of January, and then I worked on it again after that. So I've put in a total of about 500 stitches, 501 stitches on this so far. And basically what I did was I finished that butterfly in the center. It's being stitched on 32 count even weave from Fabric Flare. It's one of the fabric of the months. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this, but I thought there's enough going on that it'll hide a lot of this splotchiness and just make it sort of accented. So the butterfly portion is done. Except, no, I even did, those little white dots are stitched. So then I just have to do the border and then move on. It's called Love Bugs, but from Telling Emblem. I'm not sure if I said that or not. And I think I'm using all the called for DMC on it. And this one I have in a bag that I had received as a gift. Oh, and Gizmo is still available. I'm pretty sure. I think I have Gizmo. Maybe I don't. I don't know. If you need them, let me know. I'll look. I don't remember if I have any more of him or not. But he was in my shop a while ago. He's an old one. And I have this in a bag that was a gift to me from Slub Lover Stitches, Candace. She gave me this bag. And she even stitched this one of her one for me, this Wonder Woman. Alright. Next up, I did some stitching on... Oh, I didn't write it down. Alright, I know I did at least 200 stitches on Space Traveler. Now, this was the one that I cut off about there. And maybe a little bit off the bottom. But that's about how much I'm going to get done on that one. It is being stitched on 22 count Aida. And it is a retired Haid. And that's how far I've gotten. Basically, my stitches were some of the blue in here, moving across, and then continued down with that color and filled in that spot. So I filled in some stuff there to give it more definition. This is the page break on the side. About here is the page break on the bottom. So I'd like to get that page finished. And this is all Krynic in here, so that follows down further. Yeah. This is available in my shop, by the way. So I think I might do some more on this one. I'm gonna just put it in the bag for right now. But I think I want to get in at least 100 or 200 more stitches on that. Get some good progress. Alright, and good progress was made on one more, and that is Daughter of Africa. This is a panic kit I bought from mybobbin.com. I don't think they're even open anymore because of the whole Russia thing. But I'm not sure where you can get panic kits now. I bought this. I changed out the fabric that came with it. I think it was just Aida. And I put it on Scorch Rock. It's a 32 count Scorch Rock even weave from Fabric Flare. It's got a slight sparkle to it. And this beigey brushed color. So you could sort of see the sparkle come up. And basically I put in 500 stitches last night. Or no, the night before I put like 400 and something, and then I finished it up to 500 last night. And I filled in the green here, the oranges up here, this fuchsia here, and the deep color there, and part of the arm in the black there. So before that, it was just this little bit down here done. So I got in a good portion of her. And I was enjoying this stitch. I was watching, what was that? I was watching Andor. I also, yeah, I was watching Andor when I stitched this, which it's not bad. Not bad. I'm not sure how much they need to overdo the turmoil, but, you know, always for a good drama, right? I also watched, I don't know if anybody else has, Willow. So, back in the day, Gen Xer here, Willow was a great movie. Val Kilmer, absolutely loved him. And, of course, I had to watch almost everything he was in. And, it was a good movie. So if you've not seen the old movie, it is available. I think it's HBO. No, it's Disney. It's available on Disney Plus, and they started a new series. I thought it was a new movie. No, it's a new series, and they are using the original dwarf that was in the original movie, and I can't remember his name at this point, but he's in it. And so I watched that also, and I need to watch some Flosstube, but I've been getting into all these shows. There's so much to watch. It's so hard to choose. So, all right. Now, I told you I was making some stickers. There's some I have here that are brand new from last night that I put together. And so I'll show you those, and then I'll do the giveaway winners, and then tell you the rest of my plans. First of all, I made some eagle stickers for me and some friends. And all these are done on, and the ones I'm selling, are on printable vinyl and then UV laminated, so they can be put on like tumblers and stuff. So I made those for some friends and I. And then these ones are new as of last night. I made this sea turtle. They're all about 3 inches, an average size for the ones I've been doing. The sloth. This one you can read. Born and raised. And here's one that I had to reprint because I sold a whole bunch of these already. And I just put this one up. And then there's more you can go see. And then I also made sure to make cards, because in order to put these on your tumblers and stuff, you need to make sure that you wipe it down well with rubbing alcohol to make sure there's no greases or dirts on it. And then you press you pull off the back and put the sticker on, press it down all around the edges. But then you have to wait about 24 hours for the adhesive to cure before you wash the cup. And then you don't want to put it in the dishwasher, and you also don't, I mean, you might be able to get away with the dishwasher. I wouldn't recommend it. And you don't want to soak it for sure. Oh, here's 2 more that I made. Be a flamingo and a flock of pigeons. And let me pour you a tall glass and get over it. And here's a straw so you can suck it up. And like I said, there's others. All right, so the giveaways. I did get a few charts on Etsy. I moved the hose today because I asked Frank to put it away for a week now, and he didn't. And I went and moved it, and there was red ants on the one side, and they crawled up and bit me in my hand and my arm. Anyway, so I did the random comment picker. I didn't videotape it. And for Mom, this one was just say Mom. It's got everything, but the fabric. So it's got the threads and the charms. And Sabrina Ran. Sabrina Ran, you are the winner of this chart. I'm going to need your address so I can pop that in the mail. For this one, it is ABC 123 from Little House Needleworks. It's cute. I was thinking about stitching it. I just don't see me doing it. Char J 57. I have your address. I can pop that in now. And then for this Tea and Honey, the tea box, I said to make sure you commented with tea, and I have a new winner, IK Birder. I think it's IK, I don't think it's LK. IK Birder, you are the winner of this one, so make sure you get in touch with me with your address. I don't think I've ever sent to you before. I don't recognize the name. And then for this one, this Hooked on Tea, I was able to find a few charms. It calls for 4. I found 4. I did find 4, but one wasn't a clock. But they're similar. For this one, I said hooked was the word to enter for this one, and enchanting stitching. That's a new one for me also, so enchanting stitching. Please go ahead and message me with your address. That way I can get that out to you. And then for this one, this old chart, it's all beat up. The outside's beat up. The inside's not so bad. But it's shaker was the magic word for this one. And that's a new one too. Crystal Cross Stitcher. Crystal Cross Stitcher, you won this shaker chart. And because this bag's so bad, I may just pop this into the envelope without the bag, because it's pretty bad. Or if you really want to, I'll take it out of the bag, fold the bag in half so it can go in. Otherwise, it usually doesn't fit in the envelope. And then you can dispose the bag if you don't want it. So, Sabrina Ran, Crystal Cross Stitcher, IK Birder, and Enchanted Stitching. I'm going to need your addresses. Charjay, I've got yours. I was on Etsy, and I went and purchased some. I had gotten coupons, as a matter of fact, because sometimes when you favorite things or put stuff in your cart or whatever, either or, they'll send you a coupon. And I went and looked at my notifications. I was like, oh, coupons. I could do a coupon, right? So I ended up purchasing 2 patterns from Spooky and Steve. This is one of them. I'm going to change out the Eagles colors. They are the ones that designed the Philly special that I want to start. I have it kitted up. I want to start it. So I'll change this to Eagles colors for this, and then I'll leave that a football brown color. Not sure when I'm going to start it, but I purchased them. And this one is Witch's Brew Cafe. If you watch Janet Jabber, she did the sleigh ride or the cookies and milk, Cookie and Milk Co. And this is pretty much the same kind of design but for Witch's Brew Cafe. And then Witchy Stitcher had a new one, and I think she even sent me a coupon for this one too. Apothecary Shop. I thought this was cool. I really like that. So I got that one. I'm waiting for my fabric of the month from Grace Notes. I think I got a shipping notification. I'm also waiting for fabric that I claimed from Fortnite. I know I paid for it, and I know that somebody got sick, and Derek's doing it alone. I think Christian had to go help family members, or there was an emergency. I'm not waiting to start stitching on the fabric right away, so it's fine. It's fine. I know a lot of people are getting upset. I've seen some people complaining, and I mean, some people can only do but so much, so, you know, of course we'd like to get our stuff right away, but what are you going to do? I'm sure they'll get it to you. I'm sure they will. So, a couple more things. I have bags, and I figured let me just show you guys what I have, just in case you weren't sure. And these are in the shop. This is, there is another skull there, by the way, and it's not, you can barely see it. It's silver, though. You can see it in person, but it's just hard to see on the screen. But it's the same skull, but it's silver, like a shiny silver. That, I still have one of these left. This is the Teresa Kogut. And I put all the zipper pulls in the bag. I have one of these left. It's the Skeleton Saloon. I have this Seinfeld one. I have these koi fish with these cherry blossoms. And these are new. I have these smalls left over from this fabric that I made other bags with. But I have 2 of these smalls. And this is new. These pixies. I think they are so cute. I did clean one of these bags right off. And then I have, see, I haven't tucked these ones in yet. These Christmas cats. I think these are adorable. I might have to clean one of these too. I have a couple of these available. I'll tuck that in there. I have one more of these left. It's the sloth with flowers. And I can make, I have enough fabric to make a couple more of these if I need to. And then, I know that they're sort of Christmassy, but I figure winter, and I had already started them, then I got sick, and I didn't get them done as soon as I wanted to, and I think that's part of the reason why they didn't fly out the door. But I have these penguins also, and it's got this silver. And I have 2 of these left. I also have some of the fabric snap trays and some art books to match some of these. So if you're interested, go ahead and join my Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, maybe Instagram. I put some of the stuff up there. I don't put it all up there because cross-posting is a big pain in the butt. And then I have plans, and we'll be done. I'll stop rattling. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. I think I might... If nothing else, I'll put the threads on here, but I don't know if I'm going to start this tonight or maybe tomorrow or something like that. But this was the a recent gift from Belinda. It's November Topaz Fairy, and it's all kitted up. I think it's got almost everything. Anyway, but I'm thinking I might start this. I might start it soon, maybe before my next video, and then I need to do... Let me see this section for this month, because these 2 are done now. So this I charted for February. The center is going to be my December, since I had already had one portion done. So I might just go ahead and knock this out, or most of it tonight, and get that over with. And I still have to catch up on Maurice Mamoose. I tried to say I wanted to do a thread a day on him. I've gotten 7 threads total this year. So I need to catch up on him. But at least when I do stitch on him, like the one night, I did 7 threads. So at least when I do stitch on him, it's not like I'm just doing a thread. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't have many plans for the next 2 weeks. I need to start more bags. I went through and started pairing up fabrics, and I always pair up way more than I'm ever going to make, but I never know what I feel like doing. So I just pair up a whole bunch, and then I do as I can, and then once I get to too many bags, I stop cutting and start sewing, ironing, and all the things. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I hope everyone is well. I know it's been really cold, and then, I don't know, there's like this bipolar, weather going on. It's really, really cold, and then, oh, it's 50 degrees, so just try to stay safe. Stay warm when you need to, and then take off the layers when you don't need it. I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy. It's even been kind of chilly down here off and on. I had my heat on for like 3 or 4 days. I don't know. It's Florida. I know. Poor me, right? But the mosquitoes are back out. If that makes you feel any better, I got to deal with more mosquitoes, and I have to mow the lawn. So that's probably going to happen tomorrow. And I hope everyone's doing well. Get your stitching in. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. I hope people are still here. I have a friend that is looking for Silks for You PR 166. She's only got about 300 stitches left. She ran out. So if you happen to have any Silks for You, can you look in your stash and see if you have PR 166? It's a bright, like hot pink or hot magenta. And you can reach out to me, and we'll see about getting it to her. That would be great. She only needs, I don't know, depending on what your lengths are, I bet you 3 or 4 of the 19-inch lengths or 18-inch lengths would probably knock that out for her. I'd really appreciate it. To buy a whole skein, the shipping is outrageous to get it from Australia. Right now, I don't know anyone that's ordering from Silks for You, or else I'd just give them the money to order the skein and tack it onto their order. But, yeah, so if you happen to have like 3 or 4 strands of this PR166, please contact me, and we'll see what we can do to get this to her so she can finish her project. That'd be great. I hope everyone's well. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.